Hi guys, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video. Today it's time for my next wrap-up video, and today I'm going to be focusing on books 31 to 35. The 31st book that I finished this year was Every Heart a Doorway by Shannon Maguire. I read this as part of the BookTube SFF Awards read-alongs, as it was part of those books for March, and it's a super short book. It's only 170 something pages and I absolutely loved it. I thought it was really great. I enjoyed the setting and I thought some of the characters were really interesting. I was just hooked to the story from the beginning to the end, and I definitely understand all the hype surrounding this book. Yeah, as I think you may have seen a lot of reviews of this book around other booktubers channels, because I definitely have, but yeah, it has a lot of representation from different divergent characters. The main character is asexual, but I really enjoyed it, and it's definitely not the last book that I read by this author. I actually have the first book of hers down on my Audible account from her October Day series. I forgot the name of the first book in there, but I really enjoyed this. Yeah, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The 32nd book that I read this year was Fae Fever by Karen Marie Munning. This is the third book in the Fever series, and this is a book that I read as part of the readathon. I read this because I had to read a book with Irish elements, and this is set in Dublin, Ireland. And this book, well, this series follows this girl called Michaela, who has a sister that moved to Dublin, Ireland to live there, study abroad. And one day she finds out that her sister has been brutally murdered. And when the police decides to close down the case, even though she has some clues that they could go for, she decides to move to London to try and figure things out for herself. And somehow she stumbles upon this antique bookshop called Baron's Books and Baubles, I think. And this store is sort of owned by this guy called Baron, and you don't really know what he is, if he has any. There's a lot of mysterious things surrounding him, but you don't know who he is and what he is. And I really like guessing along with the main character. We still don't know exactly what he is and what makes him act the way he is, if we're able to trust him at all. And I absolutely adored this book. This ended with a big cliffhanger by the ending. But this time I actually really enjoyed the cliffhanger. It definitely made me want to get the next book as soon as possible and read it. Whatever I can get around to this, fit it into my very hectic schedule. But I really loved this book, and I ended up giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. This has a really slow burning romance and I loved it. Yeah. The 33rd thing that I finished this year was Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson, the first book in the Reckoners series. This is a book that I read for readathon, and I absolutely loved this book. It follows this boy called David, and he lives in this world, a futuristic setting where there are a lot of people with superpowers, but when these people use superpowers, they become evil. The city that David lives in, called New Cargo, is ruled by this epic called Steelheart, who is very evil, and no one thinks that he can be defeated in any way. But one day David witnesses his father being murdered when he's only like 5 or 6 years old. But that day he sees something that he probably shouldn't have seen. But that Steelheart actually has some sort of weakness. He's not sure what that weakness is, but he's hurt that day, and miraculously he manages to escape from this, and so he takes this secret with him, and it becomes his obsession to sort of find out what sort of weakness Steelheart has, so he can take revenge. And eventually kill him. And he ends up joining this group of people called the Reckoners. They're a group of people who tries as much as they can to take out these epics around the world, but they've always been going for the lesser epics with the lesser powers because they're easier to take out, and they don't really want to take the risks if they're not sure about this. But yeah, David has been obsessed about the epics around the world and has sort of been finding weaknesses for all of them, and he takes that with him when he wants to join the group, and he somehow convinces them to go after Steelheart. And so this is what this book is about. It's really great book, and you really get to see a new sort of writing style from Brandon Sanderson. Even though it's still sort of his style, it's so different from his Mistborn book, which is the other book that I have to compare it to. But I really enjoyed how he sort of changed his writing style to fit in with the YA genre and this sort of futuristic setting, and I absolutely adored it. And there was a lot of twists and turns that I didn't see coming. Actually, I didn't see that at all, and I really enjoyed that. So I ended up giving this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's really close to a 5-star read for me. Yeah, and I'm definitely intrigued to see where this trilogy will go with the next coming books. The 34th book that I read this year was The Walking Dead Volume 1, which is called Days Gone By. I really enjoyed this novel, or graphic novel. The Walking Dead series is actually only black and white graphics, and I haven't read, except for mangas, I haven't read anything that was pure black and white all the way through, but I actually really enjoyed it. I thought that even though it's black and white, the images were really detailed, and you could really tell what was going on, and you didn't really need the colors. But I also really enjoyed that this series follows a lot more into the characters and us getting to know them than it's about these zombies eating everyone, and I really enjoy that. And as I've said before, I haven't watched the TV show of The Walking Dead at all. My sister is obsessed with it, my brother's pretty obsessed with it, and they really enjoyed it. But if this is anything like the TV series, then I definitely understand why it's so popular. I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely adored this novel and this volume, and I'm really looking forward to reading on in this. And I don't know how many graphic novels of this series they have at the library, but hopefully they have a good chunk of them. The 35th and final book for this wrap-up is The Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This is a book that I had to read so I can get ready for the May read-along, which is Court of Mist and Fury for the BookTube SFF Awards. But this is a loosely retelling of Beauty and the Beast. This follows this girl called Fair when one day she kills a fae that she didn't realize she was killing, but then this fae called Tamlin comes and takes her away from her family, and she's going to be living at his castle thing forever because of this treaty that was made. And yeah, so this throws her into this story, and I really did not like the romance in this. I thought the romance was really gave a wrong sort of... I didn't get by it, and I wasn't really a big fan of Fair as a character. I thought she was really reckless at times. She didn't really think very far about what she was doing, and I didn't really enjoy that. But I didn't hate this book. I didn't hate it, I just thought it was a little overhyped compared to all the hype that's surrounding this series. I have heard that the second book is a lot better, so I'm hoping that's true. And I did enjoy the last 150 pages or so. I don't know how long that last part of the story was, but I did enjoy that, and I ended up giving this book a 3 out of 5 stars. But I really have been enjoying the majority of the books that I've read since the last update, and so I've been really happy about that. These were all of the next books that I read this year. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books and what you thought of them, if you agree with any of the things that I've had to say, and also if you didn't, I'd like to discuss it in the comments down below as well. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. See you in my next video very soon. Goodbye!